Greetings, everybody. My name is Alexandra Korcheva, and together with my colleague Theodore Metodiev, we have prepared a short presentation on trends in communication and dissemination activities. One of the key requirements for H2020 projects is to make widely available the output of the project to a wide set of stakeholders. Project output is deemed important for the members of the research community, policymakers, professionals, business organizations, and the general public. For this reason, every H2020 project has to have a well-conceived and efficient communication strategy. There are three key aspects of the popularization and utilization of H2020 project outputs, namely communication, dissemination, and exploitation. When we speak about communication within H2020, we refer to a strategically planned process that starts at the outset of the project and continues throughout its entire lifetime, which aims to promote the project's actions and results as efficiently as possible. When we talk about dissemination within the frame of H2020, we refer to the means to make the achieved results and project outputs available to the public and ensure an optimal level of popularization to relevant stakeholders. And when we speak about exploitation of H2020 project results, we refer to the means to make use of these project results both within the project's lifetime and after the project has finished. In exploitation, project outcomes are viewed as a long-term asset, aiming to provide a permanent improvement of the sphere of action in which the project is situated. A successful communication and dissemination strategy must be focused on achieving maximum outreach and impact across stakeholders. In order to achieve this, a detailed analysis and planning must be performed and a strategic framework developed. Dissemination is an active approach of spreading research results within which we should target relevant stakeholders using well-thought-through, determined channels and implementing planned strategies. It is important to remember that the main aim of dissemination is to maximize the outreach and impact of achieved results. Examples of relevant stakeholders to which we point our dissemination actions towards include other researchers, the research community, policymakers, practitioners. In Bigut's case, we aim at reaching out to beekeepers along the EU, industry and innovators, and the general public. Most of the project's results could resonate with more than one stakeholder group, and for that reason we should pay extra attention to the ways we are communicating our output. So no matter whether we are communicating our research results through the framework of a research project or by ourselves, there are a couple of rules we should follow in order to communicate our output in an efficient way. In the first place, we should identify the appropriate message. Then, we should consider that if we are targeting stakeholders that are not part of the research community, it is always useful to develop summaries of research in a user-friendly, non-academic format. Such an example is creating practice abstracts. Another important rule that should be kept in mind is to make use of the environment, like for example using the interest that is generated by a popular narrative. The saying, "a picture is worth 1,000 words," could not be more spot on when talking about efficient ways of pulling a message through, including communicating our research results. And last but not least, using more than one communication channel increases your results outreach significantly. For that reason, participating in a large research project such as BGUT is really useful, as it provides a number of channels and a ready target audience. When formulating the message that we want to deliver to our stakeholders, we should follow a number of simple rules. In the first place, we should always strive to keep the message as simple as possible. We should always take in mind that research results often contain more than one key message. So, when communicating our results, we should always consider separating the messages the results contain and presenting them to the audience separately. Also, we should provide clearly stated key takeaways, and we should strive to include engaging visuals, such as pictures or videos or graphic abstracts, etc. In the same time, we should avoid using too complex language and communicating too many messages in the same time. We should avoid sending unclear messages or not providing any takeaways. And we should avoid not having a target audience to which we want to speak primarily. One possibility to increase the outreach of your message is to incorporate it in an existing narrative. Narratives could be really useful as they are widespread and have a large audience of different stakeholders. Narratives also tend to nudge audiences' behaviors and ensure higher engagement with the issue. Be Good is a part of the larger narrative of pollinator protection, which has gained significant momentum in recent years. Incorporating our results into the narrative is fairly easy, by including key phrases such as pollinator protection or decline of bees or sustainable beekeeping into the message we want to communicate. When it comes to social media posts, adding popular hashtags such as hashtag pollinator protection, hashtag be engaged, or the European Union's hashtag EU pollinators hashtag can increase the visibility of posts significantly. Visibility is further improved through strong visuals complementing our message. It has now become the norm to have a proper visualization of the message one wants to communicate. Having a graphic abstract to research articles has been adopted by a number of scholarly publishers. Mixing traditional with novel communication methods has proven to be particularly effective. If you take a research paper and you create a visual abstract and you tweet about it, the results can be really spectacular. Visual abstracts can be pictures, or if it comes to social media, they can be videos too. So, in order to help Be Good partners become experts in visual abstracts, we are currently designing the short instructions on how to make a visual abstract, which would be provided to you after the end of this meeting. Besides creating the right message, it is no less important to decide what communication tools to use to spread it. It is important to remember that different channels adhere to different stakeholders, and that some channels may have an outreach to a wider audience than others. It is always a good idea to use a combination of such tools. For example, if you are interviewed for an article in a newspaper or magazine, make sure to tweet about it in Twitter or share the news item on Facebook. And when it comes to social media, it is safe to say that science communication is strongly affected by platforms such as Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Some research shows that highly tweeted articles are 11 times more likely to be highly cited. And others say that in some cases, Twitter mentions can increase the probability of articles being cited by 112%. Be Good's social media channels have enjoyed a growing audience and engaging content. Besides the engaging news items about project developments, a new thread of showcasing the faces of Be Good has enjoyed audience attention. The Faces of Be Good is a textbook example of using multiple tools for communication with regular social media posts, complemented with the brand new Insider section of the Be Good website. Be Good also has a growing YouTube channel with a number of engaging videos that showcase the project already being published, and a number of new videos currently in the pipeline. Being a part of a large research project such as Be Good can definitely increase the outreach and impact of your results. So in this relation, don't hesitate to let us know about published papers, send us pictures from fieldwork, create videos, take part in social media campaigns, etc. On day 3 of the 5th consortium meeting of Be Good, we are going to have a short communications training which is going to be focused on Twitter. So in this relation, I would be happy if you prepare the tweet using the hashtag BeGoodCM5 tag, which was designed for the current meeting, which we are going to tweet on day 3 within the framework of the training. The Pensoft team wishes you a fruitful meeting. Looking forward to seeing you on day 3. Thank you for your attention.